Hello, everyone. It's music time. Let me pause for a few minutes to allow you to get your books, pencils, and recorder. Our topic for today is the recorder, making rhythm on the recorder. Before I begin, let us recap on some important rules when blowing the recorder. Do you remember which family the recorder belonged to? Oh, yes, it belongs to the wind family, and the recorder is a woodwind instrument. The recorder has three parts: the head joint, the middle joint, and the foot joint. Always remember, when playing the recorder, your left hand goes at the top of the recorder and your right hand goes at the bottom of the recorder. Rule number one: when playing the recorder, remember to blow softly, no squawking. Rule number two: touch only your recorder. Rule number three: handle recorder carefully. Number four: only play when it's your turn. Rule number five says work hard when in groups, hard as you can. And even when you're not in a group and you're playing by yourself, always remember to blow softly, hold the recorder correctly, and work hard as you can. Let's look at the B note on the recorder. The B note on the recorder, you use two fingers for the B note, the thumb at the back and the index finger covering the first hole at the top of the recorder. And this is the sound of B. You can go ahead and practice B. Let's look at the A note. When playing the A note, you use three fingers, the thumb at the back, the index finger covering the first hole at the top, and the middle finger covering the second hole at the top. Now remember, in order to play A on the recorder, you have to keep the B finger. So all you're doing, you're adding fingers. So for A, you keep the thumb and the index finger, that's the B note, and then you're adding the middle finger on the second hole and it gives you A. Now this is what the A sounds like. Now you can go ahead and practice A. Now this is the G note and it's our last note for this lesson. For the G note, you need four fingers, the thumb at the back, the index finger first hole, middle finger second hole, and ring finger third hole. Now remember, like I said before, when you're playing the A note, you have to keep the B. When you're playing the G note, you have to keep the B and the A, and all you're doing, you're adding the ring finger for G. And this is what the G note sounds like. Now go ahead and practice G. For today, our theory and practical piece is tunes in the bag. Tune in the bag. And I'm going to play this piece for you in a short while. But before I play, I want you to take a good look at the piece of music right here. There are 3 notes that are used in this piece of music. Can you guess them? Yes, the crotchet, the minim, and the semi-breve. Remember now, the crotchet gives you 1 beat. The minim gives you 2 beats. And the semi-breve gives you 4 beats. So when you're playing, make sure you're keeping your timing correctly. Also, what you could do, you can identify the lines and spaces for the notes written there, so it would be a little easier for you. So if you notice in bar 1, we have 4 crotchets, and those crotchets are on the B line. So you can write your B below each note. If you notice for bar 2, we are looking at A. So we have 4 crochets, and all crochets are in the space, which is the A space. So you can go ahead and you can write in the A. And if you check on the 3rd bar, we have 2 G's and we have a B. Okay, I am not going to tell you all of the answers. I want you to do some on your own. Okay, I'm going to play this piece right now. You can clap along with me as I play. Now go ahead and practice. Practice becomes perfect. Practice until you get it. Practice, practice, practice. And we've come to the end of our lesson. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, practice becomes perfect. Once you put your heart at it, you will get it. Bye.